We are hearing from the Utah County Clerk after ballot issues led to long lines on Election Day. It was so bad, at one point here, the state had to send a plane to pick up even more ballots. News Specialist Brian Carlson live for us in Provo with the story. So, Brian, what is the clerk saying tonight?
Well, Mike, he believes the issues weren't as dire as what they've been made out to be. Now, he says, look, he admits he wasn't prepared for the wave of voters who showed up to the polls yesterday, but thinks the criticism he's receiving today is unwarranted. Long lines on Election Day in Utah County proved too much for what the county clerk was prepared for.
It was higher than expected. It was just like a tsunami of voters that came out.
Aaron Davidson says voters who showed up in person were 7 to 10 times more than what they'd seen in the past. They were ready for only half of that. That led to ballot shortages in at least 6 of the 13 polling locations throughout the county. When they went to print off more ballots, printers ran out of one of the colors of ink. The shortage became so low, it got the attention of the lieutenant governor.
By mid-morning yesterday, we were told that that he had enough ballots. He had 10,000 ballots that he could use to print for people who showed up, and he'd burned through about half of those by mid-morning, and there just weren't extras throughout the state.
So the state rushed a plane to Phoenix to pick up more paper, just in case they ran out. Fortunately, that didn't happen, but long lines remained into the evening and contributed to the state's delayed results at the end of the night. Prior to Election Day, the Utah County Clerk had encouraged voters to show up in person versus mail-in ballots. So I asked why they weren't prepared for the surge.
Just about every county in the state had issues with long lines. So I don't know if any of the counties fully prepared for what happened yesterday.
Davidson reiterates no polling locations shut down. In the end, all their backup plans worked, and says his county wasn't the only ones dealing with long lines at the polls.
Do you feel like the criticism there as far as contributing to the delay is unfair?
For pinning it on solely on Utah County, yes. I think we all have the same problems. We all have the same issues.
Now, I also asked the clerk, what about adding extra polling locations? And he says that's something he is in favor for. However, it would cost an additional $10,000 to obtain and store all the equipment for each additional polling location. And that would have to be approved by the county commissioners. Live here in Provo, Brian Carlson, KSL 5 News. Back to you.